Tesla stock is up 7% today, and Tesla investors, I hope you guys are ready. But there's also a warning that you guys need to know about. I've been saying this warning for the past 1 month now. I'm pretty sure this is, I believe that this is what's going to happen when Tesla launches their robo-taxi. But the stock is up 7% today. Tesla is worth $1 trillion again for the 69th time. It keeps going above and beyond that, above and below that. But sheesh, if you guys didn't sell 2 weeks ago because you guys thought the company has changed or whatever it is, pat on the back. I'm not, shooting the shot at anybody here, but I'm just saying, if you didn't sell, you did good. You did very good. But why is it up 7%? Actually, the whole market is up, not just Tesla. Well, it has nothing to do, in Tesla's case, it has nothing to do with Tesla themselves. It has to do with the broader market, which is the tariffs. China and the US, they pretty much came with a deal. They sat down and they made a deal about 90 days, no tariffs, bringing it down from 125% or 135% tariffs to only 10%, which the market absolutely loved and is bullish for pretty much everybody. And that was the main reason why the market crashed. And man, I swear to God, if every country is going to have a 10% tariff rather than what, Trump was doing with everybody, where he was going 20%, 30%, 40% on some nations. If it's 10% across all board, guys, now of course China will be a little different. I think it'll be more 30, 40%. But if it's 10% across everything, we're going to see a massive market, the stock going up, stock market's going up. No doubt about that. Doesn't matter who you are. It's going to go up. I think if that happens, Tesla can go up to 400 just because of this reason, even though it's nothing to do with the fundamentals or financials, anything like that. Anyways, let's get down to it. Smash that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Get ready for the stock price, guys, because I do believe that from now till the robotaxi launch, mainly because it's macro driven and because the story is really good with Tesla, we can see the stock going up, maybe up to 400s, 450, some are even saying up to 500, which I do think by July, I think we may see 500 stock price. Just for not rationally, but irrationally, we could see 500, then it can get dropped down to maybe 250, high 200s, maybe even 300s, depending again on the macro environment. If the tariffs all come down and they all become 10%, which I have a feeling that's what's going to happen, then I think Tesla could be trading maybe in the low 300s, mid 350s, sometime in June or July, right after the robotaxi launch. Because here's the thing, guys, here's what I'm trying to say. Get ready for the stock to go up until robotaxi day, and then be warned for the big sell-off, the robotaxi sell-off, the sell the news event, because I do believe it's going to be sell the news event. Now, again, if the stock goes up to 400, we can probably see it going down to 300. If the stock is at 350, maybe in the high 200s to the mid 200s. Because again, the story is good. The story with Tesla is very good. The macro environment seems to be getting even better. So if that gets better, the number goes higher for the stock for Tesla. It's just the way it is right now. But the fundamental financials are not there to back up a high stock price for Tesla right now. And the fact is that once we have a robotaxi launch, great. We have now robotaxis on the road, testing not for paid riders, because that's not going to happen until end of July or June, according to Elon himself. But Wall Street wants to see numbers. They want to see guidance, they want to see earnings, and they want to see growth percentages for the next 6 to 12 months. And honestly, I don't think we're going to get anything solid until Q4 of 2025. Hence why I believe that when robotaxi get launched, the sell the news event is a 90% chance, in my opinion. Now, again, this is not financial advice. This is just what I think is going to happen, because look at Tesla's history, guys. Model 3 launch, sell the news event. Model Y launch, sell the news event. Model S, X, sell the news event. Cybertruck, sell the news event, right? You have all these cool products and services that when they do get launched, the stock gets sold off. And that's because that's what the hype is. And then once it gets sold off, it's okay, now we want to see numbers. We want to see what this can generate. What can this contribute to the top and bottom line? And then we have to add it to our little spreadsheet. Then we can come in and buy more stock or whatever it may be, right? So that's why I think it's going to be the sell the news event on robotaxi. And I've been calling it for the past 2-3 weeks, actually past month now, that we are going to see an uptrend until June 1st or whenever they actually launch it. And then on that day, nothing's really going to happen on that day, guys, to be honest with you guys. I mean, look, here's how I think how they're going to launch it. It's going to be a quiet launch. And Elon did mention it's only going to be 10 to 20 Model Ys for the first 30 to 45 days, maybe 30 to 60 days, because he said end of June or July, you can go to Austin and try the autonomous ride hauling get taxied everywhere through the robo-taxis. So I think it's just going to be testing within their own employees until then. And then when they're actually ready to deploy it in terms of getting paid ride shares so we can use the robo-taxis, I think we're going to see a doubling or tripling to the fleet. Maybe from instead of 10 to 20 Model Ys or Model 3s or whatever vehicles they want to use, it'll be 30 to 60. Because 10 to 20 Model Ys is not a lot. It's not a lot to make it a whole event to get a massive lineup just to go from point A to point B autonomously. We already have Waymo doing that, so it doesn't make sense for Tesla to make a big event out of it. So that's why I think it's going to be a quiet launch, and then once it's fully launched, we'll see advertisements here and there, not from Tesla themselves. They'll probably make a short video saying that, hey, you guys can now do this in Austin, but from actual riders that, oh my God, I'm in a Tesla right now. There's nobody in it and it's going by itself. Like, oh my God, look how cool it is. You know, it doesn't have these stupid sensors. It's amazing. So I think that's how they're going to launch it. I really do believe that's how they're going to launch it. And guys, let me tell you, if Tesla doubles or triples their fleet size, let's say by July, and we're allowed to get paid shares and there's no issues or little to no issues, my God, I know I said Q4 of 2025 will get some good earnings or good guidance from it, but I think Q3 of 2025 would also be very helpful. That can help Wall Street to price this in their thing. So that's what I mean. Get ready for that. And those who sold a month or a couple of weeks just before this, I mean, it's such a shame, dude. Such a shame. You don't want to sell before Robotaxi, even though I'm saying it's going to be a sell the news event, but to what degree, right? I know I'm saying, it's warning and you're being warned and all that kind of stuff, but it's not as bad as we actually think it is. What I'm trying to say here is that be more ready than, be warned. I mean, just know that there's going to be a sell the news event. I mean, 90% chance there's going to be a sell the news event. Don't say that you didn't know. You know it's going to happen. I mean, maybe a 5% chance that it won't happen, but I'm saying a 90% chance that it's going to happen based on history, based on what the story is, based on the financials. It all makes sense, right? It all makes sense to have a sell the news event. We may not have it, but it makes sense. It makes sense for it to have it. And I'm mentally getting ready for that. And if that happens, I'm definitely going to be buying more stock because that's just ridiculous. We have robotaxis on the road in the US in one city that can be expanded to many cities by end of the year. Yeah, I'm not waiting 6 months for guidance, man. I'm waiting. I'm going to buy when it's down. That's what I'm saying. But there's one good news that can actually allow Tesla stock to trade higher than what it is now. And the thing with Tesla stock is that it's very affected by the macro environments, whether it's interest rates, whether it's Trump, whether it's tariffs, whatever it could be. It's heavily influenced by that. And if we're getting more tariff deals done, with the UK was one, Trump is saying we're going to have many other countries that want to do tariff deals. And then we also have China, which is the biggest one. Really, that's the one that everyone really cares about. And then it's the EU. But, EU will come side. I don't think it's much of an issue. China is the one that, is the biggest one. If more deals like that come, or if the deal of China, the deal between the US and China, the tariffs get done very positively, that's going to be very good for the markets. And if that happens with every other country, then, oh my God, we can see the stock trading a whole lot higher. And if there is even a sell the news event, I think it's going to be much higher than what it is now, or at least what it is now if it gets sold off on the Robotaxi day. So what I'm trying to say here in this video is that get ready for more green days until the Robotaxi launch event. And then for the next few months, be ready for some new green days as well. Again, I'm thinking, Tesla stock is very volatile. It can go up to 500 irrationally, 600 irrationally, 700 irrationally, then come back down to whatever it is right now. This is Tesla stock. It can do anything whenever because there's no strong fundamentals that can withhold the stock price, unfortunately. In the future, that's going to be different. That's going to be completely different. But right now, it's all based on news, based on hype, and the macro environment. That's just what it is. This is the stock. It's volatile until we have a uptrend in EPS and earnings, which I don't think is going to happen until maybe end of 2026, beginning of 2027, when we actually get to see robotaxi expanding everywhere. That's going to be a whole different ball game. So get ready for the stock to continue going higher until Robotaxi day, then it'll come back down. I think in July, we may have a period of time where Tesla will probably double or triple or quadruple their Tesla fleet, and the market will like that. And I think tariff deals will be happening everywhere. The stock could potentially hit 500 by July. Again, not financial advice, but this could happen. It could also go back down to 200. It doesn't matter. These short-term volatility stock prices doesn't mean anything to me. I'm invested until 2030, and then we can talk about then. 2030, I think the stock price is going to be a whole lot higher than what it is now. But again, the point of this video is that get ready or be ready from now until RoboTaxi, but be warned for a sell the news event. 90% chance, I think that's what's going to happen because everything looks to be the perfect ingredient for the sell the news event. Now, depending how low it can go, I don't think it can go too low if tariff deals are being done. I think 300s would be the new trading spot after the Sell the News event when the robotaxis get launched. So that's my thoughts about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to know your comments. Comment down below. What do you guys think? Do you think it's going to be Sell the News event? Do you think we're going to have more green days? Do you think we're going to have more tariff deals? I want to know what you guys think. Comment down below. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Check out this podcast between Phil and I. Amazing podcast. A lot of good insights. It's a sheesh moment, and I got a very interesting guest coming as well. So if you guys aren't a channel member, then I don't know what you guys are because you guys get access first and some exclusive video as well. Subscribe, guys, and I shall see you guys in the next video. See ya.